Hey everyone, good evening. It is a little later in the day than usual. I have my wine, it is a nice Chardonnay. And the topic for today is information, information consumption, and why consuming more information is a terrible way to upgrade your career, and what to focus on instead so that you can finally get recognized, build a thriving team, upgrade your career, command premium paychecks. But I want to start with talking about this idea of information consumption, because there is a belief in people hold this belief and spread it as gospel that the way to get further in life, the way to get further in your career is by consuming more information. And so what this shows up like is, oh, I need to read more books. Can you give me, I want to learn how to be a better leader, right? Which is part of commanding a premium salary. It's part of owning your worth. It's part of building a thriving, high-performing team. And so it's like, all right, what books, give me some book recommendations, right? Go on any, go on Quora, go on any Slack team, go on any other Facebook groups or whatever it might be, mastermind, whatever you want to call it. There will always be at least one question, if not lots of questions. Can you recommend a great book on X? And a lot of times, those posts are the ones that get the most engagement because we love sharing information with people. It's easy. And it's not fraught with all of the ickiness and toughness and hard conversationness that can enter when you start talking about real things like, how do I actually do this? How do I hire people? How do I fire people? How do I really own my worth and self-promote? No. I'm just going to give you a bunch of book suggestions. Okay, I'm just going to go read some books. It's easy. And there's lots of great leadership books out there. And I list them in the post below. Extreme Ownership, Turn the Ship Around, Start with Why, The Manager's Path, Radical Candor, Daring Greatly. They're all great books. I am not saying don't read them. But if you think that reading 1, 10, 20, 100 books on leadership is going to be what is going to be the key that kind of unlocks career upgrading for you, then that's not it. And it's sort of the same thing with like going to conferences, right? I want to consume more information, go to more conference talks, go to more workshops. That's how you're going to learn how to be a better leader. And there's lots of great technical leadership software, tech-oriented kinds of conferences out there, like Calibrate, Business of Software, MicroConf, LeadDev, the CTO Summit, all great conferences. I'm not saying don't go to them. But if you're relying on them as one of your main sources to upgrading your career, then that's why you're still stuck and you haven't upgraded your career. Same with following people. Lots of great, inspiring technical leaders out there. Michael Lopp, Camille Fournier, Nick Caldwell, Meri Williams, Katie Womersley, the list goes on and on. Yeah, follow them on Twitter, connect with them, join their Slack groups, read their books, go to their workshops, go to their conference talks, absolutely. But consuming more information is now what's going to upgrade your career. Taking actions at work and having the hard conversations, doing the hard thing at work, not in a conference hall, not in your chair while you're reading a book, but at work, that's what's actually going to upgrade your career. And so the thing is, you can get caught in this trap of information consumption. You can think that it's working because for a minute, you might actually get noticed. It's like, oh, cool. You're the one who knows all the great books to read. You're the one who knows all the great, inspiring leaders to follow on Twitter. You're the one who knows and goes to all the conferences, right? And you may be able to share a little bit of good advice, a little bit of tips and tricks, but all you're really doing is encouraging more information consumption. You're encouraging more of the vicious cycle. And what happens is that you're not seeing real results, because this information, knowing, gets you nowhere. It's doing. It's the doing that moves you forward. And so it becomes frustrating, it becomes depleting, because you're not seeing actual results. You go to the conferences, you read the books, you do all this stuff, you're like, oh man, I've read all the experts, I know all the leadership theories, and I've read every single book on negotiation, but yet why am I still earning 20, 30, 40% less than I know that I'm worth? Why am I still doing the job of 2, 3, 4 people? And my title is still manager, when really it should be more something like director or VP. It's because you're focusing on knowing and not doing. You're focusing on information consumption. And if that's where you stay, then you're never going to get recognized. You're never going to upgrade your career. You're never going to earn more money. But I know that's not what you want. That's not why you're here. So here's the shift. Instead of focusing on information consumption, what book should I read? What conference should I go to? Who should I follow on Twitter? What Slack group should I join? What questions should I answer on Quora or whatever it is? Instead of focusing on information consumption and focusing on information, focus instead on transformation. Profound change. And what creates, who creates the change? You do, right? And how do you create that change? You take action every day, inspired action, intelligent action, boundary stretching action every single day. That's what you focus on instead. So I want to encourage you to go on an information diet. Stop reading books, stop going to conferences, stop following all the people, and instead focus on your career and what actions you need to take in order to get where you want to go. And if this is what you're committed to, then definitely hop on a call with us. thepeoplestack.com/talk. Hop on a call with us and we will talk about, and we will map out a plan for the exact actions, the exact actions that you need to take to upgrade your career. Whatever upgrading your career looks like for you, whether it's a promotion, whether it's winning on the job market, or maybe you just got a promotion and you want to make sure that you kill it, right? That you keep the promises that you made in order to get that promotion. Whatever upgrading your career looks like to you, we'll talk about what are those actions. We're going to talk about what's not working and what you've been focusing on that hasn't been working. And then we're also going to talk about where you want to go. What's the dream? And also, more importantly, how you can get there. If you want our expert guide, if you want our expert help and you want us to be your expert guides to get there, absolutely, we'll talk about that. But if not, that is totally cool too. It is our mission at the People Stack to liberate technical managers from mediocre careers. As many as we possibly can. That's why we do these calls. We want to empower you. We want to inspire you. We want to show you that yes, it absolutely is possible to claim your dream career. So book a call with us today, thepeoplestack.com/talk. And it's time to shift your focus from information to transformation. That shift alone is enough to get you on that path towards your dream career. And if you want to talk about how. Okay, I get it now, but like, oh wow, how? What does this mean? How do I show up? What do I do? What are the strategies? What are some great strategies? What are systems that I can follow? And oh man, I could really use some support here. Then hop on a call, thepeoplestack.com/talk. So that's the message of the day. That's the message of the evening. Cheers to you all. And we will talk on Friday. The topic will be, do you have the grit to upgrade your career, build a thriving team, and earn 200 to 300K a year? Grit, perseverance, passion, especially for your longest term goals. So we're going to talk about grit and what that really means and why it's so important to achieving career transformation as a technical manager. Cheers, everyone. Talk to you on Friday.